that drip drip. Everybody tripping, slipping on my drip. Got swag and we drip. Got swag and we drip.
Welcome back, Swagteam. It's your boy, the Swagologist, back again with another SwagU TV review, and today we are doing
Gotta get that first shot up before that bullet hit me.
The Falcon and Winter Soldier. Now, Disney Plus finally has brought us another MCU installment of TV to our living rooms and our bedrooms, and it is the Winter Soldier and the Falcon, and I love what they've done with this first episode. I was excited to watch it, and it didn't hold back from anything that I expected. The action was awesome and on point. We start off the episode with Sam. Before I continue, if you haven't seen this episode, make sure you go watch it right now. It's streaming right now on your Disney Plus, so go ahead and fire that thing up, watch that thing, and come back and watch it right now, because it's gonna be a full review, and let's get right into it. So we start off with Sam, and basically Sam's trying to get back into the world. He gets dressed up, he gets the shield, he packs it up, and then we go onto this ship where he has to basically get the soldier back and some intel and stuff, and fight some people. But all we really care about is the fact that he got his flight suit on, and that thing is fire. His Falcon outfit is lit. I love his flight mechanics. I love when he calls out Red Wing, which in the comic books is actually a hawk, but in this is that it's Tony Stark, like Stark Industries type drone that's like sort of shaped like this, you know what I'm saying? If this was red, don't mind my arm or whatever. And it helps in battle, and it's really awesome. But the flight sequence was amazing. The battle sequence was awesome at the beginning. Love seeing this. The cinematography in this show is already representing of the MCU films already. I love how it looks. It looks amazing. It looks like I'm watching a movie, which is really great. Love that about this show already. We've seen another MCU veteran, as in ESP. George St. Pierre makes another debut of the MCU once again. I think last time we seen him was in Winter Soldier when he was battling Cap. He fought Cap, lost to Cap, of course, but he's back again, and now he's taking a swift L to my man Sam. But Sam did some really cool things up in here. Really love, like I said, love this whole flight sequence. Amazing. I can't wait to see more from him in this show. I love seeing him fly in the Falcon outfit. So once he saves the day and saves that soldier, we move on to seeing what's taking place with our man, the Winter Soldier. Now, Bucky, first see him as the old school Winter Soldier, taking taking bodies and taking names out here. And at the very end, he finished killing this old man or whatever. Well, not necessarily old man, but he finished killing his man, and then there was this dude over here trying to get in his room, but he couldn't get in fast enough, and he saw what happened, but he was like all shaky and he couldn't get in. And you know, old school Winter Soldier, he not playing that. He gonna take, he gonna go ahead and take you on up out of there. So he went ahead and he ain't even punch him. He went for the shot, bow, and then Bucky wakes up, and we see that Bucky's having nightmares still of his past as the old school Winter Soldier, you know what I'm saying? So then we see him, and he's with a shrink, and Shrink's talking to him, and they're conversating, and she's all like, did you have a bad dream? He's all like, nah. And I really enjoy the way the humor is throughout this first episode. I'm pretty sure there's going to be more of this type of humor throughout the show itself, but I do like the way Sam is kind of funny, but just by his character alone. He's not funny because he's not like telling quibs or telling jokes. He's just being him, and it's funny the way it's portrayed through him. I love the MCU is great at throwing you comedy through characters, so I really enjoyed that. I love Sam's banter with his psychiatrist or shrink or whatever you want to call her in this scene. And we learn about what Barnes is trying to do to get back acclimated to the world, and that's what this whole first episode is about, telling us about how Sam and Bucky are trying to get back acclimated to the way the world is now, with it being 5 years after both of them being blipped from the earth and coming back 5 years later, and how they're dealing with everything that's going on in the world today and trying to get back into the world themselves and have a normal life, but they're realizing that their world is never going to be the same again, or normal for that matter. So we see what Bucky's trying to do to cope with his past as a Winter Soldier, and the fact that he's 5 years older than he was and he was already older than everybody already, you know what I'm saying? And now he's dealing with it through trying to do this process that the shrink is giving him to do, but he's doing it in the Winter Soldier way. She says don't hurt nobody, and he says he doesn't hurt anybody, but he does punch this dude and knocks him out. You know what I'm saying? And now he has this little saying that he does every time. He's like, I am no longer the Winter Soldier. I am Bucky Barnes, and you're helping me get through this, let's say, situation as of right now. But I love that. I thought that was funny and cute. But after we see that, we go back to Sam, and he's talking to the guy that was helping him through the flight sequence at the beginning, the soldier that was helping him, and the soldier's onto his new group of enemies that are going around with this tech trying to, you know, wreak havoc. And they like the world after the blip, before all the heroes brought everyone back. They like how it was before that, and how the world was with no rules, you know what I'm saying? They liked it better that way, of course. But of course, that's not cool. So our heroes have to stop that. But when talking to him and fixing Red Wing, because Red Wing got a little damage during the flight sequence earlier, he learns how people view what happened to Cap, and how they think Cap is on a moon somewhere looking down on us. And Sam's like, I didn't fly him up there, but dude's like, he's not buying it. He's still asking him the question and everything like that. And so then he asks him, he says he has to go to DC. He's like, where are you going to DC for? He's like, moon reasons. He's like, oh. So we come to find out that Sam's decided to, instead of taking up the mantle of Cap, he's giving the Cap shield to the government. And I already felt like this was a bad idea, but you know, I understand where Sam's coming from, because the first thing he said when he received the shield was, it feels like this is someone else's. So he's never really felt like it's his shield in the first place. So he gives it up to the Smithsonian or whatever museum. And then Don Cheadle's there, baby. We have a sighting of Rhodes. Rhodes is in the building, so War Machine is in this show. I liked seeing him. That was cool. Love seeing his cameo and face in this episode. To ask questions to Sam, to have him think, you know, saying why he didn't take the shield, why he should probably take the shield, but he didn't, you know, egg him on too much. He just said, I'll keep in touch, you know what I mean? So that was cool to see him. I can't wait to see him more in the series. I think he's gonna do some cool stuff. Maybe he'll get the suit on, who knows, we'll see. But it was good to see him in this episode. So then we go back to Bucky, and we realize that Bucky is with this older gentleman after he leaves his shrink. And he's friends with him, but we don't really necessarily know why he hangs out with dude. But then we come to find out, and I ended up figuring it out a little bit once the older gentleman was looking at these like food, and it was like his son really loves that food, and then Bucky had like a real sad face on, but a concerned face, like he knows what happened. And then the dude was talking about how his son died, but he doesn't know how his son had passed away. And you could tell by Bucky's face that Bucky did it. Sadly, when he was the Winter Soldier, he did it. And then we come to find out later on in the episode that, of course, yes, if you remember that sequence that he had, that nightmare he had earlier in the episode, the dude that he kills at the end, he shoots before he wakes up, that was sadly that old man's son. And it hit him hard when the old man set him up on the date, and the date was just talking about how how that older man, is sweet that he's hanging out with him, but he feels that losing his son was like terrible, and it messed him up for real. So then it really hit Bucky. So Bucky went to speak to him. Now I don't know if he told him or gave him clarity, because the dude doesn't know how his son died. But I don't know if he gave him clarity with a paper or anything, but didn't, you know, say it was him, of course, but showed him that who it was the evil Winter Soldier. I'm not sure of that as of right now, but we do see that Bucky's trying to make amends for his past, and it's really draining him. So then we see how Sam's life is with his family, and how his family has been struggling during these 5 years without Sam, and how Sam is trying to help out because he's a hero. He feels like he should be able to help out, but when he goes to the bank is not letting him, because they didn't have any money. But they didn't have any money because they didn't have no people that lived, you know what I'm saying, during this 5 years, except for a few, you know what I'm saying. So without Sam, they wasn't able to keep the business afloat, but he's still trying to keep the business afloat and get his life back together. So he's not letting that be. But this brings us to the crazy ending of this episode, where the government decided that we don't have a cap, we need a cap, so we just go make a cap. Like, nigga, what? Like, who is this? Like, so somebody decided to bring the bright idea to give them a Captain America, and some dude is rocking a Captain America outfit, and supposedly is the new Cap. But who is that? That's Cap, first of all. And I'm not talking about that's Cap as in Steve Rogers. No, that's just Cap as in Cap. That's Cap. So, you know, you just don't give this Captain America to some random motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So now Sam is looking like, damn, I should have took the shield. I should have kept the shield, or at least kept it. You know what I'm saying? Now, who, you know, whoever that dude is rocking this ship. Now, we don't know if this dude has powers. He might have powers. I don't know that yet, because we did find out earlier in the episode, a little bit earlier, that their enemy, the leader of this new group as of right now, has superpowers of some kind, or some kind of ability to hit hard, really hard, to kick people across the room and jump from a building and land and not hurt himself. So we do know that, but we don't know how. So I'm very curious for next episode. I love this episode. It starts off with a bang. We get to dive into our psyches of our characters. We're going to get some more of that in the next episode, I'm sure. I'm very excited. Let me know how you feel, though, about the Falcon and Winter Soldier episode 1 in the comment section below. Also, if you're new here and you're trying to join the Swag Team, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below, or hit it right here where it pops up on the side. Also, if you want to be the first Swag Team to see a video when it pops up on the channel, make sure you hit that notification bell. It'll pop right up right when you join the Swag Team. So you hit that subscribe button, then that bell will pop up, you click that ding, then you never miss a video pops up on the channel, whether it's on your computer, cell phone, tablet, whatever. So make sure you do that so you don't miss on any of the swag when it drops. But yes, let me know how you feel about the Winter Soldier, that Falcon, and the Winter Soldier in the comment section below. Any social media sites at the bottom. Let me know, are you excited about the second episode like I am? Did you love the first episode like I did? Let me know anything I missed in the comment section below, any social media sites at the bottom. If you like this review, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. It helps with the channel. But if you didn't like it, I ain't tripping. Look at Jordan, I ain't pipping. But until the next video, I love y'all 3000. I'll holla. Peace.